everyone. As you can see, we are nicely snowed in. Yesterday it did about 20 to 25 centimeters of snow all in one go. Look at how pretty it is. But I got stuck big time. This is not how I wanted to show you my new vehicle, but it will have to do for now. So are you ready for the big reveal of the new van? This is a Piaggio Porter. I think I will tell you more about the van itself in the video that I'm gonna do specifically about the van and why I chose this van and what I'm planning to do with it. For now, I'm just gonna try and unstuck it from 30 centimeters of snow. Yesterday when it started snow, I tried to get it out of my property to the road that they plow, and I didn't manage. Actually, I nearly fell outside the road. I nearly destroyed the new van and possibly hurt myself. So then I got scared and I just left it there in the middle of a really steep hill. So I need to plow the whole road, and hopefully tomorrow I'm gonna go and get some salt and I'll be able to get him out before the snow becomes ice. So this is the plan for this afternoon. The road is kind of clear, so hopefully tomorrow I can go and get some salt and unstuck myself. What do you think, people? What do you think? Yes, is that boring? Anyhow, I'm gonna remove some snow from the steps as well, the house, and I'm gonna go and bake a loaf of bread. This is the perfect weather to bake. So yesterday I prepared some bread dough, and now we're gonna bake it. It needs to stay in the oven for an hour. It's a walnut and sunflower bread. Hopefully it's gonna come out nicely. This is by far the best bread I've ever made. I'm so impressed. It's made with spelt flour. It's just so delicious. Well worth the effort. I know it is. I know. Today I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I've been shoveling snow for the past 3 days, I think, and I think I got down with a cold. I was able to get the van out, which I'm really pleased about, but there's still a lot of snow out there. Anyhow, I thought that I would just do a few cozy things inside the house, starting with tiramisu. And this is gonna be a vegan, plant-based recipe. It's my go-to recipe. Normally with tiramisu you use the biscuits savoiardi, but those have eggs in it. So what I do is that I do my own cakey base, and so that's how we're gonna start with. I'm gonna link the recipe that I use on the description bar, so if you're interested you can check it there. whilst I wait for the cake to bake, I'm gonna make 2 or 3 mochas of coffee that I'm gonna use to wet the base of the cake. If you don't have a mocha, you can use any other kind of strong coffee, but mocha is the best. The cake is ready and it's cooling outside with the coffee. It's very important to not put hot coffee on the cake because you're gonna end up with a soggy mess. You need to cool it down before you pour it on the cake. Anyhow, I'm gonna make the cream. To make the cream, I use a combination of an alternative to cream cheese and an alternative to whipped cream. So I have here a fake mascarpone, which doesn't taste or look like mascarpone, but it will do for this recipe. And then I have this whipped cream, which is actually in the liquid form, and then you need to whip it, and it's already sweetened, so I don't need to add any sugar. So I'm gonna whip this cream and then add the cream cheese, and then that's pretty much it. So whichever alternatives you have where you live, you can use cream cheese, whipped cream, put them together, and it will hopefully taste nice. Oh, I wouldn't suggest to use tofu because every time that I tried to make tiramisu with tofu, then the tiramisu turned green. Still tastes okay, but it doesn't look as good. So I wouldn't suggest using tofu for this recipe. Now that the whipped cream is ready, I'm gonna add the cream cheese in and then whip it all together so it's nice and mixed. This is how the cream looks, and let's have a little taste test. Very good. I left the coffee and cake to cool for about an hour, and now I'm gonna take it out of its container and cut it in 2 so that I have 2 layers, and then I'm gonna wet it with the coffee and fill it with the cream. Tiramisu is ready. It looks good. This is supposed to stay for at least a night in the fridge, and then it's gonna taste a lot better. But we all know that I'm gonna have a slice of this in a few hours, so I'm gonna put it in the fridge. It's 4 o'clock and it's already so dark outside. I'm trying to resist the urge to go to bed because I know I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning feeling not that well. So instead we're gonna read a little bit and then probably watch a film tonight. Right now I'm reading Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. I've read The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood and I loved it. And it kind of brought me back into reading because I had a bit of a period where I didn't read at all. I read only practical things like gardening things and things like that. I'm attempting to make another batch of beer. The last one didn't go well. It grew up mold on the top, and I bottled it anyway because the instructions said so, and they said just try and bottle it and then in 2 weeks try it, and if it's bad just throw it out. And that's exactly what happened. It was really, really vile. But this time I tried to be very good with my sanitizing, so hopefully there's gonna be no mold. So because it's so cold in this room, I needed something to heat up the beer, and they sell those belts that they are electrical belts, and they are made solely for the containers of beer to keep the temperature stable. I really hope that this time it's gonna work. It was so horrible to put down the drain. The whole 23 liters of, well, 21 liters of the previous beer. I hope it's not gonna happen again. the last few days I've been thinking that it's weird how we feel that we need to be as active and as productive even in the winter months, whilst nature just slows down and all the trees are dormant and everybody's chill, they're all sleeping, and we are like, no, we need to keep being productive and do a lot of things. We need to be the same as we are in summer and spring, and I certainly feel that way, and it's really hard for me to just have days when I give myself time and allow myself not to be productive. So today I thought I would end the night with a film. I don't have a TV in this house and I never wanted a TV, but I do like projectors. I used to use this projector that I got probably 9 months ago, and it's an okay projector, but it's very fiddly to set up. You need to autofocus it. It doesn't have a great sound, so you need to connect it to a speaker, you need to connect it with a cable to your computer. It just took a lot of time to set it up, and often I would want to watch a film but I didn't want to set it up, so at the end I would just give up. And a few months ago a company reached out to me, a company called B&Q, and they were like, do you want to try our projector? And I was like, you know, I already have one and I don't use it that much. So but then I looked at the specifications of this specific projector and I was like, wow, that sounds amazing. They did send it free, but this video is not sponsored, so I'm not paid to say anything specific about it. This is their GS50 outdoor projector, and what I love about this is that it has an internal battery, which means you can have up to 2.5 hours of projector without being plugged in. So you can bring it with you whether you're going away in a van, whether you're going camping even, as long as you have a clear space where to project, you can bring it with you, which I find so cool, and I cannot wait to try it outside in spring and in summer. It also has automatic focus, so it means you don't have to fiddle around to find the focus, you don't waste any time. It has a really great sound, has a Chromecast key on it, which means you just have to log in onto your, I think it's your Google account, and then you can access Netflix, you can access YouTube and other different streaming platforms, all from the Wi-Fi, so you don't need to plug it into anything, you just need the Chromecast key inside it. You probably know how it works if you have a TV. To me it's all like magic because I haven't owned a TV for a while. I'm gonna start rumbling, I'm gonna put this bad boy at use. I know this was probably a very long review, but this is probably the nicest piece of technology that I ever owned, so I was excited to share with you. Yesterday we ended up watching a film called Unfaithful with Richard Gere. It was supposed to be a thriller. I mean, it kind of was, but it was okay. It was okay. It was just a very long film. I know this is tiramisu, but it's mine. You can't have it. I forgot to show you the tiramisu yesterday. It tastes amazing. If you get to try it, let me know. Anyhow, I'm gonna enjoy my tiramisu. Might play some guitar since it's been so cold outside. I've been playing more guitar and banjo as well. I might play a little song as well, just so I can overlap some drone shots that I haven't been able to share yet. I spent a few days in Trentino, which is a neighboring region, and it was so stunning. And yeah, I flew the drone, but then I never shared it with you because it was totally unrelated with any video. But I think I'm gonna put that here at the end. Anyway, I hope you're doing well, and I shall see you very soon. Bye! Come with me, my love, to the sea of love. I want to tell you how much I love you. You remember when we met? That's the day I knew you were my best. I want to tell you how much I love you. Come with me, my love, to the sea of love.